Good morning, Sales Academy followers, LinkedIners, Tweeters, YouTubers, podcasters, Facebookers, everything in between us. So this morning's musing might be controversial for some in the training and coaching industry. I bloody hope so, because I'm tired of it. So this morning's musing is called No More Silver Bullets. No more silver bullets. I am tired of this. So the idiom, as they call it, or the idiomatic term for the silver bullet is that it's a solution, right? A silver bullet offers a solution which gives immediate effect to a problem. But it goes even deeper than that. A silver bullet is like a solution that's totally effortless in its nature, right? That's what people are talking about when they talk about this silver bullet. And if you go back to where it came from a book in the 1930s of Lone Ranger and the Silver Bullet, because it was only the silver bullet that could kill this supernatural being or whatever that was in this book. And it's been taken by leadership and training and sales training and coaching and all this sort of stuff. And I get it. And let me just understand, when I say I get it, people's desperation to find a quick win and a quick fix, rather than putting in the effort and doing the work of getting better at a craft, I get it. Everyone's looking for the magic frigging bean, right? And silver bullets in coaching and sales training, I think people are looking for the perfect question to ask. What's the best opening question? An interview question. What's the best questions? What are some of the silver bullet questions I could ask a candidate? What's the silver bullet questions that I could ask in a sales presentation that's going to guarantee a conversion? What are the silver bullet coaching questions that I could ask to help somebody open up and trust me? It's like, bollocks. Even if silver bullets were a thing, I've got no idea whether you've got the ability to fire a fucking gun. I got no understanding whether you can even aim straight, right? So I could, even if they were a thing, I could give you the very best silver bullets that never existed. Sorry, ever existed. Never, ever. The very best silver bullets, and you could still screw it up because they're not yours. See, I go hiking at the mountains with men, right? And the mountain leader that takes us up there, who created this fantastic group, Men of Mountains, he's a guy called Dan Stanley. I love him as a man. I love him as a friend. And I respect him as a human being massively and as a coach. And he's ex-commando. He's super fit. I love the guy to bits, but I wouldn't want to be as fit as him, because I don't want the regime and the commitment that he's made to his body and his fitness. That's not my thing. It's his thing, right? So when we go up hiking, if I want to get to the top of the mountain, I can't just get Dan to give me some silver bullets to get me up there, because it won't work. My body doesn't function the same way as his, right? Because I don't put myself through the rigorous training that he does and the fitness regime, and he is super strong, right? So his silver bullets won't work for me. Now, I'm giving you that as a practical example, but I want this to really sink in. Stop asking for silver bullets. They're nonsense. Because even if they existed, it doesn't mean that you can fire a bloody rifle, right? So how we get better at this stuff, how we get better at asking questions, is by doing it. How we get better at climbing mountains is by doing it, right? By busting your lungs and your legs and your glutes. And the more you do it, the more time on your toes, the stronger you get, the better your oxygen levels get, the better your physicality gets, the more chance you've got of getting up the mountain and enjoying more stunning views and having amazing conversations with great blokes. And that's why I do it. But there's no quick fix to it, right? It's the journey that I enjoy, not just the top. So these silver bullets and the fact that it's still being bandied around in 2023, that there are silver bullets to solve these problems. There are silver bullet coaching questions and stuff like that. There's not. There's asking a good question, an open question. If you don't know this, right, then this is good for you. The difference between open questions and closed questions. Closed questions are questions that generate a yes/no response. It closes the conversation down. A question like, is that okay? Yes or no, right? You might get a maybe, but effectively you're going to get a yes or a no, right? And the maybe will turn into a yes or a no. So is this okay? Closed question. What would be okay with you? Open question. Because I'm now opening the conversation up, because I'm asking you something that you can't just respond with a yes or a no. So who questions? What questions? When? Where? How? Right? Why is also a very powerful question, but be careful with the use of why. Human beings have a conditioned response to justification, right? So when they're challenged in terms of why are you doing that? Go back to being a child. Why are you doing that, Adam? You'll justify your behavior. So be careful with the why question. It can be exceptionally powerful, but it can also lead people to negativity and justification and won't necessarily get the truth. So who, what, where, when, how? These are brilliant opening questions, right? Because you just start a question with that and then you shut up and allow the other person to speak. And there will be an awkward silence and a period of silence. Good. It's because they've heard your question and they're listening. And now they're trying to articulate your question, go into their memory boxes and everything else. The chimp's going wild, the kind of humans going, and the computer is going, and it's trying to figure out all the references, information, whatever knowledge they've got, an emotional attachment to the question that you've just asked them. And we got the fastest processing computer known to man up here. But guys, you've got to give it time to breathe. Because what happens is people ask a brilliant question like, what are your biggest challenges in your business right now? Shut up at that point. That's a fantastic question. What are the biggest challenges in your business right now? What are the biggest challenges in your life right now? Ask it and shut up. Allow them time to think, allow them time to process. They didn't even know you were going to ask that question. So how very dare you talk over that question within 2 seconds if they haven't answered it? How very dare you? Maybe that's more about your ego than it is about you wanting to be a coach or you genuinely wanting to help them. Because you start asking questions and like, what is your biggest challenge in your business right now? Is it time, team, or money? No, that's your frigging ego because you're trying to project your shit onto me, advising me and telling me what my challenge is. Then don't ask me what my challenge is if you already believe you know what my challenge is. Do you see what I mean? Asking questions without a predetermined outcome, asking questions with a genuine interest to help me understand them and answer them and come up with my own answers, asking questions without prejudice, not putting my map on you, right? Asking questions, not brilliant questions, just good questions, and then shutting up. And also asking questions, but with a real preparation in heart and mind that whatever shit comes out, we're going to be able to deal with. And if you haven't got the skills of it, you need to make sure you've got an army of people behind you that have, because don't ask the questions if you're not prepared to deal with what comes out. Those are my 5 guiding principles. Check them out on the Sales Academy website. They exist. I wrote them years ago. They're important to me because they're about getting this coaching thing better. Stop looking for silver bullets. Start getting better at being a good human being, listening, comfortable in silence, asking questions, practicing those questions. The more you ask questions, the better you get at it. The more you cook, the better you get at it. The more you ride a bike, the better you get at it, right? Stop avoiding the work. Stop asking for silver bullets. Become a better human. See you soon, peeps. That was like a mini rant, really, not just amusing. I hope it was useful. Give me a call.